Yo, what it is, what it was, what it will be. I'm Chaos here. This is Salty Kappa. This one caught me by surprise. From the Xbox games, the showcase. I wasn't expecting to see anything that I'd be like, whatever. But this one definitely caught me by surprise. Wo Long 2? What? Huh? We're making a second one? Why are we making a sequel? The first one was all right, it wasn't that like super duper crazy popular. I'm sure there's people. I fucking love that game. Okay, cool. Congrats, you. Congratulations, you loved it. I enjoyed it when I played it to a degree. I thought it was really fun. Had some kind of hype moments. But it to me, the first one anyway, Wo Long Fallen Dynasty. It was I believe Team Ninja game. And it's one of the only reasons it was on my radar, because it was Team Ninja, but it wasn't exactly the same people that made Nioh 2. But because I think like Team Ninja has like separate little teams working on different shit, if I recall correctly. But I went through last year, or the beginning of this. No, last year, and because I got my cousin into Nioh 2. I love that fucking game. Holy shit. There's so many people be like, the game's too hard. Blah, 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 blah. Shut up. Skill issue. It's really not that bad. Just people, I can't play a hard game. They were like Souls-like, but I'm going to keep playing them and complaining. The game's not for you then. Shit. If you don't like if you can't handle Souls-like games, why the hell you keep buying them? You buying them just a bitch? Damn. But yeah, Wo Long is I'm gonna call it Sekiro-ish. Sekiro light, like one of the three. Because a lot of it is based on a parry system. Like in the beginning of the game, I'd probably say halfway through half the game of the first Wo Long, you can get away with dodging and blocking, but it eventually gets to the point, and it's like, if you don't want this to take forever, and you really want to get this fight done, memorize the attack patterns and parry everything. Because you can parry like everything. You can parry like ground earthquake shit. You can parry fireballs. Slices that send the blades through the air, the energy blades, you can just pa, and some of the parrying feels really nice. I wasn't a big fan of Sekiro's style, because I didn't like being essentially forced to parry. Like if I'm gonna parry everything, I want to do it in my own time as I progress through the game. Like have it be an option you can do, and then I'll eventually play through, if I like the game enough, like I did with Nioh 2 and whatnot, just get through to where you learn how to just like perfect dodge, perfect parry, whatever, like every damn thing. Not that there's like a crazy parry system in Nioh 2, but I'm just saying, like, you learn all the moves like over time through like 2 or 3 playthroughs. But obviously I really enjoy the game if I'm playing it more than once, especially more than twice. More than thrice. It was pretty fun. But the abilities, you had the classic, because it was like Romance of the Three Kingdoms type shit, and they had the classic Mirum, blah, 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 blah. I'm talking about the Mirum kind of. Oh, we got the not quite Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, but like the cool little abilities to build up the chi and bust out some crazy shit. But they had the wood, metal, fire, water, and earth. Yeah, wood, metal, fire, water, and earth. It's kind of like kind of like a pentagram, sort of, for the elements. And it's just kind of classic in Muram manhwas and shit like that for like Korean manhwas. And a lot of Chinese lore and stuff like that. But yeah, I had fun with it. I enjoyed it to a degree, but like once I was done, I was like, I'm done. Because me and my cousin just like played through, pretty much like maxed our characters out. went through. They had the 1,000 mile journey or whatever it was called, basically the end game that Team Ninja usually just throws out there when they make, Neo 2, Strangers of Paradise, Wolong. I think Rise of the Ronin had one, but I hated that game, so, Rise of the Ronin, I think it was Rise of the Ronin, felt too much like it was trying to be a Sekiro clone, and I was like, hell no, they just did not do a great job with it. I'm sure a lot of people love that game. Come on. If you loved it, cool. That's subjective, but come on. So yeah, I was surprised because I didn't think Wolong 1 did really well. So I'm honestly surprised that we're getting a Wolong 2. I'm gonna play it. Shit. I liked Wolong 1 enough that I will get and play Wolong 2. Is it going to do the same Team Ninja thing where it's like, hey, you get 2 to 3, the game comes out, and then every year you get an expansion for like 2 or 3 expansions, and then with the last expansion we throw out the end game, which is like 10,000 levels. Just copy what you did for Neo 2. You had 108 undergrounds and 30 depths. That's it. That's all you need. We don't need 1,000 of the Abyss or 10,000 for the 1,000-mile journey. I love how 1,000-mile journey. How many miles we got? 10,000. Cool. Thanks. Awesome. And you're not even meant to get that far. It's complete. It's like pretty much pointless to go through all 10,000. And then wasn't like Strangers of Paradise like extra ridiculous? You had like 99,999 or some shit, and like I think someone had to like mod it or glitch or whatever the hell to cheat somehow to get to the end. It was like you don't get nothing. It's not even like Breath of the Wild. Like here's a big pile of golden shit for your trouble of collecting all the Koroks poops. They're not even seeds, they're poops. Let's be real. We know what it is. Little tiny poops. It's not even that. It's just like, cool, you did it all. You did our time waster shit. Yeah. I think Neo 2 did it. Like 108 was, you could argue, is still pretty excessive, but it's not 1,000. It's not 10,000. It's not damn near 100,000. Because 108 plus 30. I thought they did that well, and I swear to God, I swear to the goose. Swear to the goose. Where winds meet. That Neo 3 better not have like 1,000 of the end game. Just keep it like 100, dude. Like, or like 138, like you did for Neo 2. We don't need to go that crazy for it. I'm already a little annoyed with Neo 3, but that's not what we're here for. Ooh, don't get me started on that. Okay. So let's check out Wolong 2, Wings of Ember. Let's see. I'll be honest, I'm not super duper crazy familiar with the Romance of the Three Kingdoms, whatever. Story, fantasy, myth, whatever. Like we can talk about, like with Black Myth Wukong, we can talk about Journey to the West, but I'm not super familiar with this one. But yeah, let's check it out, see how it looks. I wonder if it's all cutscenes and no gameplay. Ruin build. Oh my god, what the hell? Okay, we're copying Neo now with this? I know, they've got demons and stuff in that story too. Have been waged throughout history. Countless! Pretty sure we've counted them. Oh, the elixir's back. Yeah, just teamed it. Yeah. Okay, they brought back the elixir. They're supposed to have gotten rid of. Oh, that's like exactly the same. Oh! We got aerial parries? Okay, when he's got the energy, yeah, he's like really pulling the chi from throughout all of his meridians. The Datian. Got the upper, middle, and lower.
Awaken. Phoenix.
The Phoenix! Oh my god! Okay. Dark Phoenix there. Wolong 2. Oh, is that it? Damn! That was it? Wings of Ember. Okay, yeah, Phoenix, duh. Come on, give me some more.
It was you.
Where's Lububu?
Set the red cliffs ablaze.
Bro, change out that voice actor. So, it was you who set the red cliffs ablaze. Okay, even that's slightly better than what he said. Early 2027. How early? How early are we talking? Don't just say, dude, just say coming 2027 or Q1 2027. Don't say coming early 2027. For all we know, early to you is April. For all we know, I'm pretty sure it's Q1. And Team Ninja and games like this and games in Enduro, it's probably February 21st. February 21st. Calling it here. Dead wrong. Okay, so there was some The Last Ronin. Yeah, I'm not. There's nothing to it. I'll get a trailer. Put together salty impressions for the Ronin when we see something more than just going through the sewers. All right. That there was some gameplay here. That was cool. Got back to parry system. I'm pretty sure that's just how these games are. Like they're showing, you got the dude, male protagonist, duder. Yeah, that's the elixir. You shouldn't be eating that shit. It's gonna demonize you. Gonna fuck you up, crap. You gonna turn in this ugly son bitch. But I'm sure character customization. Yeah, you got the duder for like. Okay, we're doing the canon story. But you'll have character customization, I'm sure. Yeah, okay, they brought back the red attack. That's pretty damn cool. Aerial parries that, like, chain you to the enemy. Of course, it feels like it's probably going to be forced. I really hope they do... Hang on, was that a parry, or did he just blast through him? It looked almost less like a parry and more like a what's it called? From was it Isen? From oh my god, Onimusha. Okay, we got the spear. But can we get some more weapons too? Because we had the was it the blade, the sword, long sword. Dual blades, dual swords. They had the halberd. I think they had the dual halberds. Halberds? Jim and Pam halberd? Such a dumb joke. Yeah, give us the fan. Let's get a fan, man. Let's bring a fan as a weapon. Give me the fists. I want some fisticuffs, too. They had fists and the knuckles in the first one. Oh, damn. Cut them up. Hang on. Are they using? It looks like they're like the graphics look a little better, but it's like they're still using it. Looks like the same fucking engine. Like, I mean, obviously they were working on this somewhat alongside Neo 3 because Neo 3 had that same problem. It's using the same engine as Neo 2, just a little upgraded. Like, come on, what is happening here? Take some. I'm hitting spacebar, dude. Why? Is my mouse doing it? Okay, what the fuck? My keyboard died on me? Take some time. Build a new engine. From the ground up. Or, just take what you got and upgrade the ever-loving shit out of it. Open them up. Yeah, so I really hope a lot. Let's go back to some more of the game. Back to the gameplay. I hope the elements are done a little bit better. Like, obviously, this can be debated, but I honestly found that the going, like, almost full-bore Earth element just smooth-sailed you through the first game. Obviously, there is a meta for Wolong 1. There is a meta. And I can't remember what it was because I never bothered to put that much time into the game. Like, I was like maxing out the character, and I went through like maybe 100 or 200. I can't even remember. Maybe just 100, if that, miles of the 1,000-mile journey. And I was like, good enough for government work. I wasn't going to min-max every little thing, but I know there was like a set that was like Queen something that you could get, and it was like you mixed several different elements together. But just you could clear every difficulty and fly, sort of, obviously skill and memorizing the moves and doing the parries. Smooth sailing, I'll say. I wouldn't say fly, but smooth sailing through the game with mostly just the earth element. And it was like one of the not even the like crazy earth attacks. There was like one or two, and I think they were like mostly either the very first one you get or the second one that you got for the attack. Earth attacks. Didn't use up much chi, and games like this, games like Wolong and Neo, to be fair, essentially the meta to some degree revolves around destroying the enemy's chi, ki, stamina, shit like that. Because games like this, they have, and you see it in the Dark Souls, the Souls series, Souls-like games as well. When you stagger them, you get the little fucking stab shit that does massive damage, and it's pretty similar in this game too. You get like a really strong finisher move or whatever once you completely drain the enemy's stamina. Okay, I'm done with this. And that's usually where it goes. Like Neo 2, the meta for Neo 2 for the end game was Purity. Was a Purity build, because Purity element drained the ever-loving shit out of the enemy's stamina, their ki. In that one, it was ki. In the like Chinese, Korean games, they usually will say chi, but for Japan, they'll use ki. So you drain their stamina. Just call it stamina. You drain their stamina, and they're slumped over for you to get some free hits in. So you can either build your build around dropping them to their knees, essentially, and then just busting out some crazy long combos before they get back up, or build it around, maxing out the damage for that final stab. So once you drop them to their knees, you can hit them a few times, just tick some more damage, and then right before you see their stamina recovering, right before it finishes, you do the final stab, and you're just like, give my sword back, and that's just maximizing damage like that. That's ultimately how a lot of these games, the meta kind of goes to, and I can almost guarantee whenever they finally come out with all of the expansions for Neo 3 and even, I'm sure, for Wolong 2. Oh, sorry. When they come out with all the expansions and whatnot, and the game is complete, that it'll be pretty much that along that. Like, the meta or second best meta, like top 3, one of the top 3s, one of the top 3 builds, is absolutely, I can pretty much guarantee it, unless they purposefully nah, we're gonna not make it this way anymore, which why would you do that? But anyway, it's just the way they made the mechanics of the game. When you give the enemy like a stamina bar that you can break, that's just what you're going for if you want to make it a little bit easier on yourself. But anyway, that was kind of interesting. Like I said, I'm surprised they're making a Wolong 2. I wonder how the story is going to be, and I wonder if it's at all going to be connected to the first game. Because the first game, it kind of just like, okay, we're good. We got it. We ended. I don't remember. Excuse me. I don't remember if there was any real cliffhanger at the end of Whoa. Oh my god, I got like the burp hiccup thing going on. I'm sorry. I don't remember if there was any like somewhat subtle cliffhanger or even just a literal cliffhanger in the first game. I don't think there was, but like I said, I played it through all the way last year. But yeah, we will see if it's related, but it's probably related not. So they're probably going to bring back a lot of characters. Like they got a lot of characters, like Lubu. As I was saying it there, I was making the joke. I was like, Lububu! I just call him Lubu. I call him Labubu. just as a dumb joke, because was it the Labubus came out around the time last year or so, or they blew up or something, or I started noticing the hype around them last year around the time that me and my cousin were playing the first Wolong. So when we were fighting Lubu, it was like Lubu, because I recognize Lubu from several different medias, and I can't remember the name of that one anime that had it's basically I mean, sure they have several, but there was like a really popular one back in the day. That was based on Romance of the Three Kingdoms, whatever the fuck it's called. And we just call him Lububu. And to be fair, Lubu in the first Wolong, God, that was a pain in the ass fight. Oh, that took a little bit to be like, all right, let's get his pattern down, because he's on the horse, dude. And then he jumps off the horse and fights you while the horse is running around the arena, like ramming into you. It's like, you stupid red horse. And then for anyone who's ever seen Battle of Ragnarok or Tournament of the anime or manga, something of Ragnarok or Ragnarok something, where it's basically the gods are all like, you know what? Fuck humanity, we're gonna kill them all, and others were like, whoa, hang on, how about we do a tournament and we got the humans fighting the gods, which absurd, and see what happens. And they had was it the very first fight? Yeah, I think the very first fight was Lubu versus Thor. And of course, Thor demolishes that fucking dude. And then the next fight was, I believe it was Kojiro versus Poseidon, and Kojiro wins, which is like. But I think a lot of that series, manga, anime, whatever, that story, was kind of also just showing just the whole classic, Greek tragedy type shit. Oh, the hubris of the gods, shit like that. But whatever. So if you've seen that, then essentially you know who Lubu is. Or if you're just familiar with the Three Kingdoms story, myth, yeah, in general. But yeah, all right, we'll keep an eye on this, see how it is. But yeah, I'm sorry, before I start going too crazy off on tangents, talk about the boo-boos and shit. All right, I'll catch y'all we'll catch you all on the next one. Take it easy. Bye.